These celebs can definitely hold their own next to the Glee Club members. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 guest stars on Glee.
But she didn't have to cut me off, make it like it never happened and that we were nothing.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking back at some of our favorite celebrity appearances on the show. They may have appeared in one episode or a dozen. As long as they were not considered part of the main cast, they are fair game.
Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face.
Number 10, Demi Lovato.
I'm not a lesbian.
You just wear so much eyeliner.
No, I'm totally kidding. I love lady parts.
Though only a small amount of the show takes place in New York City, there are a surprising number of great guest stars that show up in the Big Apple. Demi Lovato is one of them, working as a waitress named Danny alongside Rachel, Kurt, and Santana. She becomes a member of Kurt's band, but her most notable performance would be her duet with Santana, where they sing Here Comes the Sun in the diner after work before sharing their first kiss.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Britannia belonged together, but Santana's brief fling with Danny was cute nonetheless.
So I guess that's goodbye. For now. See you around.
Number 9, Olivia Newton-John.
Hello, Sue? It's Olivia Newton-John, star of Grease, the most successful movie musical of all time.
Sue Sylvester is known for her rampages through the school, and this time the cause of her ire is a video the Glee Club posts on YouTube of Sue performing Olivia Newton-John's physical, complete with jazzercise attire. She's mocked by the students and faculty alike, but in the end, she gets the last laugh when Olivia Newton-John herself contacts Sue about remaking the music video for Physical together.
But I saw your YouTube video, Sue, and I realized that now was the time to save it, and possibly you.
The video becomes a hit and proves as usual that you just can't bash Sue Sylvester.
Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical.
Number 8, John Stamos.
Hey now, am I interrupting?
For a germophobic guidance counselor, Emma sure has a lot of attractive men vying for her heart. When John Stamos joins the show's sexy dentist Carl, who also happens to be Emma's new boyfriend, Will is understandably jealous. On top of everything, Carl can sing, and tries out for the role of Eddie in the Glee Club's production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you dressed up sharp and you felt alright?
John's run on the show was brief, since Emma and Will inevitably end up together. But we can all agree on one thing. If more dentists look like John Stamos, we'd all be booking appointments more frequently. Number 7, Ricky Martin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Will is obviously great at running the Glee Club, but it's often up for debate whether he's qualified to be a Spanish teacher, which is his main role at the school.
I want to help them find their duende. You know duende, right?
Of course. Yeah, duende, yeah.
Will's proficiency in the language is obviously lacking, which becomes particularly evident in this episode. Will decides to attend night classes to brush up on his skills, and his teacher happens to be none other than Ricky Martin. Well, a character played by Ricky Martin.
Think about it. Get those kids singing in Spanish, and they'll be learning the language without even realizing it.
Will announces a Spanish week and brings Ricky's character along to inspire the kids, where he performs a super sexy rendition of LMFAO's Sexy and I Know It. Yes, he certainly is.
I got passion in my pants and I ain't afraid to show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Number 6, Kate Hudson.
All right, kids, show me what you got. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
During season 4, Kate Hudson plays Cassandra July, Rachel's teacher at the New York Academy of Dramatic Arts, who picks on her in class in front of the other students.
Lesson number 1, your PK turns are pathetic and your stuck-up little attitude's really pissing me off.
After being such a teacher's pet in high school, Rachel doesn't take well to this. It turns out, though, that Cassandra is hard on Rachel so she would be harder on herself, and therefore push herself to realize her full potential.
I saw something in you that first day, and I thought to myself, this one's special. This one might make it, and that's why I'm so relentless.
Cassandra's character was super entertaining. And can someone please tell us where to get abs like hers?
I wanna dance and love and dance again.
Number 5, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Kurt, can I see you in my office?
Another new character that joined the cast in NYC is Isabel Wright, an executive at Vogue who Kurt interns for.
But you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Unlike the horrible bosses interns typically have nightmares about, Isabel is actually very nice to Kurt, listening to his ideas despite his position, and eventually inviting him to join in on meetings. Kurt invites her over for Thanksgiving, where everyone sings a mashup of Let's Have a Kiki and Turkey Lurkey Time.
Let's have a kiki.
Mother.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Isabel then asks Kurt, Rachel, and Santana to the ballet, ultimately befriending them all.
Everything was beautiful at the ballet.
Number 4, Idina Menzel.
I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living.
Though she appeared in a total of 12 episodes, this Broadway performer still didn't hold main character status, and thus earns a well-deserved spot on this list. She first appeared as the coach of the Glee Club's biggest rival, Vocal Adrenaline, but it was soon revealed that she also happened to be Rachel's biological mother.
I'm Rachel Berry. I'm your daughter.
This wasn't much of a surprise since the two actresses look shockingly alike despite having no blood relation. Her other storylines involved short-lived romances with both Will and Puck, as well as adopting Quinn's baby, though her highlights on the show are definitely any of her duets with Lea Michele.
Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face.
Number 3, Neil Patrick Harris.
Meet Mr. Brian Ryan.
We've met.
Most know him as womanizer Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother, but this multi-talented actor was a perfect fit to guest star on Glee.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight.
Harris impressed viewers with his crazy vocal range when playing Brian Ryan, a former Glee Club member during Will's days at McKinley High.
You know it's true. All the things come back to you.
Brian has given up on his dreams, until Will convinces him to audition for a role in a local production of Les Miserables, which ends up pitting both men against each other in an epic rendition of Aerosmith's Dream On that we won't soon forget.
Dream on, dream on, dream on.
Number 2, Britney Spears.
I'm serious, you should put ranch dressing on it.
On pizza?
Yeah, it's delicious. You should try it.
Britney S. Pierce meets Britney Spears in this hilarious episode, where several characters experience dreams in which they jam to Britney's greatest hits, while under general anesthesia at the dentist.
I'm a slave for you.
During her hallucination, Britney Pierce performs I'm a Slave for You and brings Santana back later so the two can duet together while unconscious.
Come on, Britney, lose control. Watch it, take it down.
They sing Me Against the Music, and Britney herself shows up.
You're really hot.
You're sweet.
And your breath smells really good.
So does yours. And you know why? Because this is a fantasy.
Wow.
She appears one final time during Artie's hallucination as a cheerleader at McKinley, before he launches into his own version of her hit Stronger.
Hey, Brittany.
Oh, hey, Artie. Girl, you are such a fool for breaking up with such a sweetheart.
Before we get to our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I see you driving around town with the guy I love, and I'm like, forget you.
Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell.
Mr. Groban, we are so honored that you came here today.
I came here to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Stop emailing me. This is a restraining order.
Number 1, Kristin Chenoweth.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky.
Of all the Broadway legends to grace the set of Glee, she was the most memorable of them all. The washed-up singer-turned-alcoholic squatter April Rhodes used to go to school with Will, and like him, her dreams of a career on stage were dashed.
I'm sorry, Will. The old noodle just ain't what she used to be. I heft a lot of upholstery cleaner in the 90s.
April starts out as a bad influence on the Glee kids, but eventually turns her life around. Her performances on the show were always well received, but her duets with Will are especially enjoyable. Chenoweth is involved in so many projects that she could only handle a guest spot, but fans definitely could have used a little more April Rhodes in their lives.
I don't know what the problem is, but whatever money the Glee Club needs, I'm good for it. April Rhodes is rich!
No, April Rhodes is under indictment from the Security and Exchange Commission.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.